Good day to you all, the esteemed viewers. This morning, as we all know, this page is designed to give solutions, to give breakthrough to some of the problematic topics in area of mathematics, physics, and chemistry. But today's class will be a little bit different as we're going to visit some of our pharmacist pupils, especially those that are planning and preparing for their common entrance examination. Look at the topic on the board: conversion of fractions to decimals. I tell you, if there is any candidate preparing for common entrance examination and he does not know how to go about this kind of question, if I would advise such a candidate to just sit down at the entrance of examination hall on the day of exam, and they should be crying by one side. If asked, why are you crying? Because I don't know how to convert from fractions to decimal. Simply because this question, no matter how, it is an annual question. It comes out almost every year. So conversion of fractions to decimal. It also the common method that we normally use under this is the method called long division method. What did I say? Long division method. Then here we go. You see, this is a long division method. The one that normally constitutes doubts in the mind of some of our students is that which one should be inside the building, which one should be outside the building. For me, Comrade Alami, I devise my own method and I name it. I call this method the landlord and the tenant system. The landlord and the tenant system. So when you walk around, especially some of our story buildings, we will discover that most of our landlords they tend to occupy the upper floor, the topmost story, while the tenants they will occupy the first floor in most cases. For instance, like two-story buildings, the topmost building being occupied by the tenants, the lower one being occupied by the tenants. So the three in this case, I liken this one to be our landlord. No matter what happens, landlord will always remain landlord. Landlord will always occupy this building because he owns it by right. The tenant, that is the denominator. The tenant is the denominator. No matter what happens, even if there is fight if there is fight, there is quarrel, disagreement, conflict between the landlord and the tenant, it is the tenant that will always have to pack out of the building, even if he or she is at fault. So it is this logic that I normally use in teaching my students that okay, the A denominator bar fine, but in this case you call it the tenant. Come outside because no matter what happens, he is the one that will be outside. That is why you see them occupying the first floor while the landlord will occupy the topmost floor. So that's one thing for you to know that the allergy that is at the topmost floor, it should be the landlord. So you see allergy will wake up in the morning and be yeah Shayo, good morning, how was your night? You'll be waving to people at the down floor. So and that is allergy on the topmost floor. The 3 inside, 8 in 3 is 0 point. So you put 0, 8 in 30, that is what? That will give you, that is 3, 8 times 3, that is 24. You subtract 24 minus 30. So this will give us 60, 8 in 60 now. That will give us what? A good. That is 7. 8 multiplied by 7, that will be what? 56. You subtract again. When you subtract 56 from 60, that will give you 4. 8 in 40, that will be 5. So then 8 times 5, that will be 40. On this, when you subtract, there is 0. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, this is happen to be the final bus stop. Final bus stop. Until you are able to get this 0, 0, you have not gotten to your destination. You keep on moving. You no waiting, no loitering. no hopping, just keep moving. So that is that. So now this is our answer. Our answer is 0.375. That is that. This is a landlord and tenant system. Landlord and tenant system. Whenever you want to, you want to be, whenever you are in doubt as to which one will be inside the building, which one should be outside, just remember the landlord and tenant system taught you by Comrade Alani. That oh, he said it that day that oh, that is what happened in the case of story building. The one on top, that's the landlord. The one below, that is the denominator, that is the tenants. And so that's the why no matter what happens, the one at the denominator side, the tenant will always be outside. No matter what happens, even if the numerator is the one at fault, he owns the building, is the landlord, he will always remain inside the building. So, and you do your normal calculation, your normal division. So then make sure you get to the final destination, final bus stop, that is 00. Then your answer will be jumping out. Thank you very much for listening. See you next time.